I was born in Montreal, in Montreal, Quebec, and started my musical training as a pianist when I was about 6. And when I was 16 or so, my mother thought I should learn the organ. She thought I'd be good at it, and I saw it as a good way to earn some money to pay for my piano studies. And so I started the organ. Didn't have a huge interest for it for some reason, but was a double major in college as an undergrad in Montreal. And when I graduated at age 21, I decided I wanted to go to Paris to do more piano studies. And so I moved over to France, quit the organ for about 6 months, and then realized eventually that I like the organ more than the piano. And so came back to the organ, and then I applied to Juilliard and ended up doing my master's and doctorate there. Right now, actually, since August, I am I guess you would say, a proud Texan. I was hired by Baylor University, so I teach organ there now and live in Waco. You cannot work at Baylor unless you are a believer, and this is for faculty, not for students. That said, I teach organ essentially, so while religion is always a part of what we do, I don't teach church music or sacred music precisely. So in a way, it's not really different on a day-to-day basis than teaching at, say, Yale, I suppose, or Juilliard.
The instrument here at St. Patrick's Church in New Orleans was constructed by my firm, the Patrick J. Murphy & Associates Organ Company of Stowe, Pennsylvania, in 2009. It was installed in the summer of 2009. It took about 5,000 man-hours. And the important aspect of it is it utilizes the existing case from St. Patrick's Church, which was constructed by the Henry Urban Organ Company in 1840. The interior of the instrument is all new, utilizing slider chests of our construction, our own signature low-profile door-knob console. We did retain a few of the pipes from the previous Moeller instrument in 2 of the pedal stops and a few of the choir stops.
So growing up in Montreal, you would know who Mr. Daglery was, well, still is actually, because he was organist at the St. Joseph Oratory, which was the biggest position in the city. And so, in my opinion, he is probably the greatest organist that Quebec has known. We would all go to the concerts that he had on Wednesday nights at the Oratory, and then you would hear him play, and you would hear other people as well. But since he left the Oratory about 9 years ago, it's a bit sad that he's fallen somewhat into oblivion. And I think one of the reasons for that is also that his music is so difficult that just about nobody can play it. And so I hope that we can spread his name a little bit in America, because he really deserves to be heard. And from a more personal perspective, I've gotten to know him a little bit better, and he is somebody who has just such a sense of humor that it's really a pleasure to have discussions with him. Mr. Daglery is now 85, but I'm sure he's still as sharp as when he was 20, and he's still composing, and so now he's up to the 8th sonata, I think. And the toccata I played is from the 6th sonata, and I think it's supposed to be a little bit more accessible than some of his other works. And the premiere was in 1996, I believe, and he improvised it, actually. He had written down the bass line and improvised some things on top. And unfortunately, I don't know many people who could do that, but being who he is, I'm sure it was, very easy.